Hi guys, today we are taking the Midnight Cryptid Club on the road to the Van Meter Visitor Festival. We are so excited to be here today, conducting some interviews and checking out what's going on. So let's go. Everybody, I am here with the Chad Lewis, who was also one of the minds behind the Van Meter Visitor book and kind of the showrunner here at the Van Meter Visitor Festival. Am I right about that?
No, I just do what I'm told here. Rachel is the boss and she says run, I run.
So how did this festival come about?
Well, we rediscovered the legend from 1903 and said people have to know about this. They want to experience it. They don't just want to read about it or watch it on television. They want to come and relive the history. So we said, let's put together a festival with a walking tour, show people where they shot at the monster, where they tried capturing it, and where it might still be lurking.
What got you started? How did you discover this?
We were looking to do a legend trip to Iowa, and I had done a series of books on weird newspaper stories from the old days and had a bunch of Iowa ones, and I thought, let me just flip through, see if there's something we missed that would be a fun little story. And then as I was flipping through my printouts of these old legends, I found, monster of awful form, the winged monstrosity, and we thought, what the heck is this? So we immediately set off for Van Meter thinking, this is going to be a short trip. We're going to get there, it's a hoax, we'll come back. And the exact opposite happened. And now 12 years later, we're still trying to hunt for this case.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible. You guys discuss a lot of theories in the book. Is there one theory that you personally subscribe to?
Ooh, great question. If I was on my deathbed and somebody said you have to pick something, I would probably pick something supernatural, like not flesh and blood. I think it's something completely other. I mean, it's just something out of the X-Files.
So I see the Van Meter Visitor stuff. Obviously, we are here to celebrate the Van Meter Visitor today. Do you guys have a theory that you particularly believe may be true?
I kind of describe to the idea, like John Keel talked about, that there are these beings that kind of are around us that only under certain select circumstances might be visible to us on our physical plane. He often called them the ultra-terrestrials. They don't come from out there, they come from here. So I wonder if the Van Meter Visitor was another one of those cases, kind of similar to Mothman. I kind of also ascribe to a little of Jungian psychology, and I just couldn't help but notice the commonality of the dragon folklore with the Van Meter Visitor. Just translate the spitting fire to a glowing horn. What is fire but just a source of light? And the fact that it was terrorizing a town that ended up mobbing up and taking the creature on. What do you think?
Yeah, no, you described it perfectly. That's about our train of thought. Where can the people find you?
You can follow us on Anomalous Midwest. We are on Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok.
Follow me at collier.art1330.
Right now, we are with Kevin Lee Nelson, who is one of the authors of the Van Meter Visitor book that I can't stop talking about. Kevin, how are you doing today?
Not too bad. It's a busy day. Probably the biggest year for the festival so far.
Really? Okay, so remind me, how long has this been going on?
So we first started the first festival back after the book came out, about a year later, so about 2013. And we've been doing it every single year except for 1 year because of COVID. So, yeah.
So, I mean, the crowd here is pretty wild, actually. Like, it was hard to find parking. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome that you guys have so many fans of the Visitor and of kind of all of this cryptid stuff here. What got you into all of this in the beginning?
The actual Van Meter story or cryptids in general?
Well, both. Let's start with cryptids in general.
Sure. It's just always been an interest of mine since I was a kid. I've always been interested in the paranormal and strange spooky stuff. It was just kind of a natural progression. But for the Van Meter Visitor, we were doing a lot of research and kind of uncovering unknown legends, and we came across a newspaper article from 1903 talking about this winged creature attacking a small town in Iowa. And so we're like, oh, well, that's an interesting story. Let's see if we can find more. And so we kept doing some more digging, and what we thought was a small little incident turned out to be a 5 nights of terror where this thing basically attacked the town, and it ended up becoming an entire book.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible how well documented it is. I feel like you don't find that a lot with some of these other things. So what was it like kind of uncovering that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because a lot of cases they'll have an old story where, they'll say so-and-so saw this and so-and-so saw that, but when you actually hunt down those people, they're hard to find. But in the Van Meter case, it was all the town leaders that saw this thing. It was the mayor, it was the banker, it was the town doctor, all the people that had a good reputation and really everything to lose by talking about monster stories. But yet they came forward and they saw this thing, and so that's what gave the whole story a lot more credibility.
It's pretty freaky, actually. I don't know. To me, I totally believe it. I think that it couldn't have been anything else besides the creature. But do you have any theory that you subscribe to personally?
I mean, it's just bizarre stuff. So I can't imagine what that would have been mistaken for, as far as natural creatures go. So was it really like a prehistoric animal, or was it something stranger from a different dimension? We just don't know.
Well, with that, good luck sleeping at night.